Today is supposed to be a filming day, but Shane is a little busy. What you making here?
Well, as we promised, that Cru box opening, or the 2 box openings I did, I was gonna get people a Cru Unlimited play sets of commons. Now, we wanted to thank all of our Patreons, and you made a post, and I think over 20 people responded. So, I guess we had more work than expected. I have to say though, the 20 plus people that responded all were good to pay shipping and whatnot, but it was a little bit of a test. I don't have time to chase people down for $5 or $7 or however many dollars. I was gonna give it away for free in the first place. So we're almost
That's just
done.
it's like a barrier, right? Like a barrier to entry.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, who actually wants this stuff? I just wanted to make sure that the people that wanted this stuff could get it, because there are a lot of comments. I got some good comments like, wow, thank you for doing what you're doing for the community. I really appreciate your take. Whereas others were like, oh, this is all garbage. This is all whatever. I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know why you're soliciting people for money. And, you know, as the true loyal viewers know, and the Patreons, I'm doing this to help support your FaB journey, because my FaB journey is supported by myself and my collecting efforts. And I did collect Cru-U for myself. I did make almost 2 complete play sets, minus a couple of foil single cards that I'll need to buy. But I truly do believe that these cards are sought after. They will be worth something in the future, and these cards are all out of print, and it'd be a shame just to dump these cards or to incinerate these cards or whatever the case is. I don't like anything going to waste, and I think it's best served to show the proper respect to the cards and the workmanship of LSS's product.
Also, a lot of the people who responded to us are not just like Americans, right?
Yep.
And I know that sometimes if you live in America, you can kind of be, you don't have the perspective.
You know, a lot of people in our country are very ethnocentric, and they're blinded by the, you know, the privileges that they receive. And these cards are just, you know, they're out of print. Some countries, the first cards they'll see will be the white bordered cards, or their, what is it called, historic packs for some of them. And I just wanted to make sure the ones that showed respect to our channel, the FaBled Hunters, I wanted to make sure they would get a full copy of these cards, even if they had a set already, or even if they purchased the cards that they need and have all the cards they need. At least they have all the common cards to play with in Crucible-U.
Yeah, I stayed, when I was in Singapore, I stayed with a player named Blaine from Vietnam.
Oh yeah? Dane Lance?
No.
Another one.
Dane's friend, his name is Lane.
Oh,
I thought
really?
I was getting trolled at first.
Oh.
But no, that's his name. He's actually an American expat. Who now lives in Vietnam for work. And the community there is budding, but availability of cards is actually really difficult. They have to import all their cards, mostly from like Taiwan. And so he told me a funny story where, like for Arcane Rising, stuff like Ravenous Rabbles, Fate Foreseens, these cards just like aren't easily available. So you never know, like commons.
Yeah, absolutely, and I've already spoken my piece again and again. There are the insecure MTG haters, or the haters from the MTG community, who want to say, don't compare the 2 games, don't compare the 2 games. It's like, I'm not comparing the 2 games, I'm drawing a parallel, and honestly, this game is better than Magic ever has been, and if you give it enough time and you stop thinking about instant gratification, you'll see that over time, this game will probably grow faster than Magic did in its heyday. At least I believe in that, and that's my position. That's why I have conviction. That's why I want to put in the time over the weekend, again, to show the people respect who've shown our channel respect, and to give them what I think is a piece of history, because they're not going to print these anymore. There will be people around the world who will never have access to these cards, and I'm giving them some of these cards. The rest, if you really like the rest of the cards, whatever you need, you could get the singles on the different platforms. See, we had all these sets, and these are the stacks undone. And I've already gone through. That's the last stack. Predatory, Assault, and then the tokens. See, that's why it's higher. I went from back to the beginning, card number 200, and we're about to finish card number 1. I did screw up one stack though, because it was out of place, but we'll be done soon.
Do you think that these commons, like, later on, as the game gets older, some of these commons, like, especially if they're playable,
yeah,
it might be hard to find these commons in the future.
It probably will be, and that's why I'm looking towards the future. I'm not, like, there are people who have no attachment or no connection to the game. They're like, oh, this is all garbage, this is all trash. And I'm like, no, I don't see this as trash. Like, a lot of the WTR and ARC cards I keep myself, even the unlimited cards, and this is Cru Unlimited. I happen to just buy a lot to get an understanding. Ooh, you have a foil. That goes in the foil pile. And get an understanding of the distribution, and also to make content, but I want these cards for myself. I'm keeping 2 complete play sets of these cards, and I figured I could help folks get started with a few hundred cards on their own if they're, you know, supporting this channel, supporting you, you know, giving us their big thumbs up of what we're doing. Then the least we could do is share some of the proceeds with them. And not only that, I'm gonna pay for shipping, including international shipping. By the way, the cutoff's already done. We announced a cutoff in our Patreon of, what was it, September 30th?
Yeah, we had done a video on the main channel.
Yeah.
Opened it up for submissions. We just did a last call in our Patreon. By the way, if you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. It's pretty cheap. I think we charge $5 a month, a little bit under. And what you get is you get access to long game episodes, which is a special series that we do on kind of like the monetization of TCGs. But then also you just get like random perks. Like, this is not something that we like baked into the subscription.
Yep. This is just some random stuff, and then when we get content creator promos, those will go out to our Patreons first.
Yep.
And not only that, if you look to my left, I happen to be going a little ham on another TCG.
These are not FaB cards.
Those are not FaB cards.
They're not Magic cards. They're Weiss Schwartz.
Yeah, like I said, I was gonna give it a second looking at, and I've apparently gone a little deep. Let me finish this stack real quick.
Yeah, if you don't know, Santa's like a little bit of an anime nerd himself.
Who's not? I mean, I thought it came with being Asian and growing up Asian.
It's not just Asians. Anime is really popular, I know, in South America and a lot of the US.
Yeah, I was just talking to Rudy about that. Attack on Titan first season came out in 2015, the card game, and second season came out in 2017. I just reconnected with Magic in 2017, and I missed AOT 2.
Yeah.
And mid-September, AOT, the final season, or AOT third series, just came out.
It's like the final season, but it's like 3 seasons.
3 seasons long, exactly. That's a running joke if you watch the anime. And it turns out that, like you said, is really popular. Attack on Titan series actually is the 4th most watched TV show in existence. So,
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was announced in February, so a lot of people apparently watch it on Hulu, on Amazon. Oh, my back is killing me. Oh, there was a little thing, though. I definitely wanted to just throw this in. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to the Patreon members. On AOT, I just happened to make playset of 12. Playsets are usually 4x, so
yeah,
playset of 12 of all the playable cards from the rares, double rares, commons and whatnot.
This I like follow Weiss like loosely. There's like signed cards, right? There's like special rarities.
Oh yeah, those are the variant cards. I'm just saying
like normal.
These are the normal playable cards. Okay. They've got like marvels, so to speak.
Yeah.
So these are the playable cards. And hey, to one lucky Patreon, just for your support. Like I said, I'm gonna send everything on me. Thanks for your support. I'm also gonna send you guys a play set. I'll toss in a sealed binder, toss in some perfect fits.
You know, the binder is a kind of hot commodity.
Yeah. The Dex protection binders are sold out because of the supply chain issues. So I'll send a lucky Patreon a couple of extras because I happen to be organizing this as well. I don't want to redo this. I'm literally just done. I had one pile out of place, and I just got to do the tokens and the stacks. And here are the other stacks. I've got 30 stacks of 51 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200 right there. So we are literally just about done. And I just want to say again, if you follow Flesh and Blood, then you know that this game is something different. It's a counterculture to everything going digital. It's kind of very analog because you want to be playing in person. I literally just played some FaB yesterday. I had a great time. We cracked open a WTR box. We cracked open a WTR Unlimited box. There's 3 of us. And we just played and had a great time. Naturally, I picked Durinthebe.
Yes.
And I actually got the Brave Forge bracers in one of my 8 packs because we played 3-player sealed.
Okay.
And I mean, people who talk about Magic, they talk about like, oh, you can't match the nostalgia in Magic. And of course, I still talk with some friends that I kept since high school about back in the days, like pulling off a double dark ritual into a mind twist and how they had no hand, right? Or whatever, soul ring, mind twist, etc. And they had no hand, and I essentially won the game, and they were salty for like weeks, if not months. But like even last night, I can tell you that, I played against a Bravo. We were at 1 life each, and I Dawn Bladed into a Iron Song response into an Overpower, which pushed over that one damage to help me win the game. The other player played Katsu. I played a Stroke of Foresight. I drew into another Stroke of Foresight in order to push the last 4 damage necessary to win the game. And memories were made. We talked about life. We talked about business. We talked about, the challenges of being a man and not needing to apologize for having a penis in 2022, among other things. And it was a great time. And even today, we're just like, whoa, we need to do that more often. And within this game, like I said, it's a counterculture. It's not about going digital. It's not about collecting a Tarmogoyf that's 1 of 500. It's not about, oh, look, Liliana of the Veil has a 15th art. It's about playing in the Flesh and Blood. It's about respect. It's about this community and what it means to each of us. It's about the stories that I've heard in the Pro Tour where people are like, Saint, I got into Flesh and Blood for money because I thought they were free tendies. That I heard that a lot in the Pro Tour, but then I started playing the game. In Lille, I heard a different narrative. It was like, hey Saint, thank you so much. The FaBled Hunters went out there and gave away free decks, and we did. We got 2,000 free decks to give away. I've given about 1,800 of them away. There's some more that are going to some of the developing regions right now. And literally, within that weekend at Lille, over 5 people are like, hey, I received the free decks that you gave out, and thank you so much for having your wife send them out. I wouldn't be at the Pro Tour if you guys didn't do that. And when I go out there and I meet viewers, hopefully I meet some viewers, Renji and I obviously meet some viewers at Worlds, you can just say, hey, you know what? Thank you for what you're doing, or tell us your thoughts. Be like, hey, your content could be better in some areas.
Yeah, tell us how.
Tell us how to make it better. Our mission since the beginning has been to spread this game, and it's happened internally because I started out as a collector. Now I play. I play. I don't play well, but I play. I played last night for fun, and it was great just to hang around with bros and talk some smack with each other. And oh crap, did you pull that off? Wow, it was such a close game. It was such a great game, and to make memories. And on the other side, people like OG FaBled Hunter Michael, for example, went to win a calling. Our cameraman and my partner, current FaBled Hunter, Yuenji, was the Euro champ, and now he's hosting or collaborating with the team. You guys did really well in Nationals, right?
Yep.
For your first outing. And it's just great and reassuring that the game is just continuing to grow. And it's these little things. Obviously, if we talk about opportunity cost, I don't know, it's probably 6 p.m. right now. I started at 11, so 7 hours in putting together these 30 decks. That's our 30 common play sets. That's not a good use of my time, but I enjoy doing it, and it's a little part that I can throw in to help and show respect to the people supporting the channel and supporting Renji. So, I don't know. just really, really enjoy what we're doing. I really enjoy the feedback, and like, you know, generally the feedback we're getting, they're going to be the haters. The haters don't matter. The haters are bitter, they're insignificant, they're poor, they're unsuccessful, blah, 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 blah. I'm never going to apologize for being where I am in life, and what I'm doing as a thanks is doing things like making this channel, giving back to the community, and supporting folks like Renji, supporting other folks, supporting other territories to make Flesh and Blood a better and better game. All right, guys, so yeah, thanks again for all your support, and hope these decks will get out before Worlds.